Alright. What's up?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, well, we just wrapped up the Renfields. This is part 3 of the Renfields versus the handbook for the recently horror punk. You know, we just had the listening party review. I liked it. What do you think about it?
Dude, I loved it, man. I give it a 10 out of 10. Every song was good. All the sitcom stuff was good. I loved it, man.
Yeah, I think Circle of Fakes was probably my favorite tune.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a satire jab, you know, of Circle of Snakes from Danzig. I think it's kind of where I kind of got that idea from that. But it definitely hits home to the scene, to the horror punks out there. I mean, I liked it. It's probably my favorite song. So
my favorite song was Teenage Cthulhu Cultist, and then after that it was Transylvania High. Just something about Transylvania High just has the energy to it. It just makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's definitely a pogo punk type song.
Yeah.
It starts off with well, if you notice, Transylvania High, it's the first song. It starts off this positive, upbeat, and then as it progresses, the songs they get a little more negative and, you know, have a slight cynical feel and vibe to it. And then maybe that's why I like Circle of Fakes, because it pretty much calls out the bullshit that goes on, you know, not only in horror punk, but about any scene, man. You know, this sense of conformity. Because I like the line that says, let's be one, not 138.
Let's be one, but not 138.
Yeah, instead of having to be a group, conforming to a scene and a mentality, way of thinking, way of fashion. Everyone has this rule book you have to fall in line with. It's saying be an individual. Think for yourself. Express yourself artistically the way you feel you have to do it. Don't prescribe to a rule book. So I think the band is walking away with that feel. You know, they've had their experiences in the horror punk scene, and now they're saying, you know what, fuck this. That we have to, you know, about the devil locks and the type of fashion you have to wear, the songs you have to write about. You got to write a song about, you know, a monster or some slasher. You know, be an individual. Express what you're feeling and what you want to be. And I think with any scene, with anybody, everyone's going to have some type of, form of fashion or ideas. That comes with music, you know, like leather jackets or tattoos. Like I said, we talked about a time when I remember when tattoos, no one really even got one. You only like metalheads and bikers and
sailors and shit.
Yeah, you know, people that were like the outcasts, the dregs of society, actually had tattoos, and people looked down on you. I remember, 30 years ago, you were looked down on for a tattoo. But today, everyone, even a fucking bank president, gets tattoos. Yeah. And it seems like everyone's got to prescribe or jump on a bandwagon, and it's like, to be cool, well, this is something we need to do, we got to have.
To fit in.
Yeah. And if you like it because you genuinely love it, that's different. But if you're just doing it because you feel like you're part of it, be part of a scene or to fit in, you don't need to do that. And I do think that we're living in a time and age where individuality, true thought outside of a group, a block or a mentality of a group, is getting more rare. People feel a need to conform. Out of fear, it seems to be these days, especially now like an election. I don't go political, but right now with the elections and the politics going on, especially in the punk scene, it seems like everyone's got to jump on this way of thinking. This hate. And instead of being able to question, we're getting away from that. People don't question reason anymore. And so hopefully in time we'll see bands that will step outside the prescribed mentality and say, hey, let's just get away from this and let's express ourselves artistically. So anyway, we're looking forward to the part 2, the second act of the Renfields versus the handbook for the recently horror punk. Where I think it's doing very well. I think it's definitely a different album from the first, and so we're looking forward to that second act.
It comes out in the December, man.
Yeah. December?
Yeah, December.
Okay.
And December is when the CD will be coming out. They'll have chapters 1 and 2 on it. Plus, I already even heard, Vincent was telling me, I believe, said that there's even going to be a t-shirt deal, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. So yeah, the Renfields are back. They are back, and they're back with a vengeance. This is not the same Renfields that we had a few years ago. This is a different one. Yeah. They're definitely wiser. more mature. They've had some experiences, it seems, and they have the different views. And I really like, and of course, they approach it with that nonchalant, tongue in cheek, firmly there type of approach. It's satire, but I think there is a tone of seriousness to this. So, looking forward to part 2. Handbook for the recently horror punk. And support your local band, support your local scene. I want to give a shout out to Horror Punks USA for what they did during Halloween with Dickie Devil and the Deviants and 5 Cent Freak Show and the bands and the show that they put on. I think that was, again, proving my point that, you got this pandemic going on and right now everyone's not really doing shows, and that they stepped out and they celebrated Halloween, had these great bands come together. I know 5 Cent coming down from Canada. That was a big, commitment to come down and do these shows. We need to get back. We need to get back to the shows. We need to start living life again. Yeah. And so my respects to, and a big shout out to them. We're also going to be recently, I think here in a few days, I definitely want to do a review and a listening. Dickie Devil and the Deviants' recent release of EP. Yes. We were asked by Horror Punks USA, could we do that? And we've been so busy, so much going on these past few days. My mom got put in a hospital. But we're definitely going to be doing that. So be looking for our listening part review of Dickie Devil and the Deviants.
Absolutely, man.
So we're going to do that as a favor to them. And I like to always be looking for new music anyway.
And a shout out to Brianna and Sean for getting married. Yeah. Vincent Renfield even married them, so that's cool, man. Congrats, guys.
That's a scary thought.
Vincent Renfield
him presiding over your wedding. That's cool. You couldn't ask for a better guy to do it.
That's right.
But yeah, shout out to them. Wish them the best of luck. Want to wish everyone out there, the holidays are getting ready to approach, especially everyone out there in Morgantown. A lot of our old friends and people we haven't seen all year because of the pandemic. We hope that soon that we can start getting back to the shows again and maybe start doing interviews with the bands.
Yeah.
Till then, pretty much the Ricks are just kind of doing like listening parties and reviews. And whatever just the fuck we feel like talking about, man. Whatever hits us. And Ricky right now has been writing and composing music. But I'm throwing in a few things here and there when I have some time. So we're doing some stuff. Just to keep ourselves entertained and keep the creativity level going. Nothing new, nothing, not trying to say we're trying to be innovators and we're just having fun. And I think that's what it's about. Make the music you love. Do what you love. Fuck the rules. Fuck what people think. Do what you want. Live life the way you want.
Yeah.
And this is the Rick signing out. Again, looking forward to part 2 of the new Renfields release. So, y'all have a good one. Rick's out.
See you, dudes.